All right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley. Coutinho Mobley is back with us. Time to play Hot Clock. We'll each get just 24 seconds to give our hot take on some of the biggest stories of the day. Let's start with the Thunder, who lost to the Grizzlies last night with both Paul George and Russell Westbrook struggling. With the loss, OKC falls to the 8th seed in the West. Marcellus, there's still a virtual lock to make the playoffs, but are you worried about OKC in the postseason?
Not worried, because it's based off of expectations. That's where your worry comes from. I never expected OKC to win it all. Golden State still exists. I never expected OKC to really be the challenger to Golden State. So I'm not worried. I think this team is going to find their same comfortable fate, second round. Maybe if they overachieve, they could go a little further, but they're not beating Golden State. They need too much from Paul George, and right now, coming off the shoulder injury, he's not the same exact guy.
Coutinho, you worried about OKC moving forward?
I am worried. I'm worried because it seems like, first of all, they're playing 500 basketball, right? They're not really playing consistent, really good basketball like they were playing. Now you have, there's OKC and Houston are the teams that can beat Golden State. Don't seem like OKC can do that at the moment right now. And I don't like how Russell's being his old self.
Right.
He's trying to take over the game. Give it back to Paul George.
I'm really worried. If the 8th seed, they're going to have to play Golden State, likely, or even Denver if they're the 7th seed. I think Denver's still the number 2. I don't think they can get out of the first round if they're not the 6th or 5th seed. And so, yeah, I'm very worried about OKC. And Russell Westbrook is, a dog that can't change his bark. He's going to be Russell Westbrook. That's not good. All right, let's move to Toronto, where the Raptors are reportedly growing more confident that they will be able to hold on to Kawhi Leonard when he becomes a free agent this offseason. Marcellus, you got 24 seconds.
I heard
you buying this, that Toronto can hold on to Kawhi Leonard?
I am. Them quiet ones. You got to watch them quiet ones, man. They keep their cards so close to the vest. It's like inside of them. Tim Duncan or Kawhi Leonard, I don't trust anything that comes out. I'm scared as a Clipper fan. But 2, outside of Los Angeles, my favorite city in the world is Toronto. I know how it could seduce you, baby. And it's working on Kawhi maybe a little bit. It's not a championship experience, but still love it.
All right, Coutinho, are you buying Kawhi could stay in Toronto?
Well, I'm not buying it. I think him being from California, buying a house in San Diego, even though it's not that close to the Clippers facility, I still think that he's going to come back and play for the Clippers. I think that. I think he's a frugal kind of person, he's tight with his money, right? So to buy something in San Diego and to live in Toronto, it's too much. Toronto taxes are terrible.
Ooh,
come on back.
Terrible.
All right, I'm going to say this. They've done everything in their power to get this guy. They have allowed him to miss 20 games so far this season. They have bent over backwards trying to make this guy happy. I think they've gone too far. I don't think they've challenged him enough or pushed him enough. I'm not buying this. This is wishful thinking being pushed by the Toronto front office. We've been over backwards, and of course he's going to.
Relationships are tricky.
All right. To the Celtics, who are looking ahead to the playoffs and have given Kyrie Irving the night off tonight against the Cavs, citing this season's breakout cliche, load management. All right, Marcellus, do you have an issue with the struggling Celtics allowing Kyrie to sit out?
No issue at all. You got to keep him for what matters most, which is the playoffs. This is a guy who has championship pedigree. You talk about how that's going to add to this team. And last year, he wasn't there, even though they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7. You're trying to get over even that hump. So you need Kyrie when it matters most. So Kyrie, load management makes sense in our sport of football. Load management is not even called that. Just say, hey, rest for the playoffs. And we're fine with it in the NFL. But now we mad at it in basketball? Rest, bro.
All right, Coutinho, any problems with Kyrie sitting out here?
I would say I would agree with Marcellus if he played all season. But not playing all season, load management for what? And one is the team don't play well with you, truthfully. They play well without you. So right now in this little short period of time, you need to gain some type of chemistry to be able to win because they won without you last year. They're 10-2 without you this year. So I want you to play.
Listen, I don't have an issue with it. I just want to rename it because this is unload management is what's going on here. They know Kyrie Irving's out of there. That stuff he said at the beginning of the year, I'm sticking around, I'm going to sign a long-term contract. They've read the tea leaves, and Kyrie's not going to be here for long. And so they're unloading Kyrie, and this is unload management. Better team without him. He's been a headache. Celtics moving on. All right, finally, let's move to Milwaukee, where the Bucks host the Rockets tonight. We'll see a showdown of the two MVP frontrunners, James Harden and the Greek Freak. All right, Marcellus, do you think the MVP will be decided tonight?
I hope not. That's so damn lazy.
Yeah.
These esteemed voters, they play each other at the end of our voting cycle. Let's just see who has the better game, and then that's MVP. Why not? Because it's a body of work of 70-some games already, and you're going to say, but they see each other in the same game, and they don't even guard each other. They don't even play the same position. Like, stop, man. That's so damn simple.
What if you're on the fence?
On the fence? How you on the fence? 36.5 points. Harden winning MVP. It needs to be settled.
What fence are you on?
Yeah. Yeah, what's that?
You have a problem with this.
Do I have yes, I have a problem. You don't dictate it on one game.
Okay.
You can't dictate it on one game.
It's not a close race. Why not look at this last game?
Yes, listen. This game, yes, it is a close race, but this game doesn't dictate who is the MVP. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
It's a body. It's the whole season. And I'm going to give you some stats really quick. Will Chamberlain, Jordan, Elgin Baylor, the only ones that averaged more than
36.
More than Harden. That's the only ones out there.
Loud.
And they're the second best record in the NBA.
Wave it off.
Gone overtime.
Wave it off. Wave it off.
Shot clock. Listen, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's a close, even race. If there's some voters out there that have waited until right now, and they're going to take a final look tonight.
Oh, this is the last game of the year.
It's not the last game. Last time they'll face it. And it could sway their vote either way. I got no problem with that.
You're such a fan.
Look, I'm going to give you 10 more seconds of these last 8 seconds because again,
in December against the Lakers, he had 50 points. Since then, he averaged